Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good. So I'm Christy. This is Kiss 107 in Cincinnati.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've met you a few times. Like, we just ran into each other. I've never done a full interview with you. But
Well,
I want
nice
to
to
say,
meet you again over the phone.
yeah. You've always been so sweet and so nice. And that makes
Thank
me
you.
so excited to talk to you right now because quarantine is rough for a lot of people, you know?
Yeah, definitely. How's it for you? Is it all right?
Yeah, I have my cat, so
Okay.
pretty social.
What's your cat's
Well,
name?
Kit, he's hiding, so.
Kit?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's hiding right now, but he's
I'm
nice.
allergic to cats.
Really?
Yeah.
We could never hang out. So how are you holding up with all of this? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm in Florida. I'm at my parents' house. I'm just spending some quality time with my family and trying to stay creative and make some music and just spending some time with them.
I've seen a lot of that. You've done a lot of interviews with a lot of my friends. And of course, you're talking about quarantunes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love those. I love hearing
Thank you.
those. How did you get started with all that?
When I came home like 2 weeks ago, my sister was just begging me to get on TikTok, and I don't dance, so I'm like, no, I'm not doing TikTok. So then I pretty much just figured the only way that I could get on TikTok and kind of feel okay about it is like making original songs. And obviously we can't make full songs on TikTok, so I just figured make like little 20, 30-second funny parody songs and make videos with my family. And it's just a fun way for us to pass the time, honestly, and keep us entertained.
It's cute. Everyone loves quarantunes. I love it. Every time I'm on
Everyone's
TikTok.
loving them. It's crazy.
Don't worry, I'm not dancing on there either. So you're quarantined with your family, you said?
Yeah, my sister's here from New York. I'm in from LA, and my parents live here in Florida. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. What do you miss most about like not being quarantined?
I miss being on tour. All of my music stuff has pretty much been put on pause right now. You can't really do any promotion for any music. You can't really even release any music because you can't shoot any music videos, do any photo shoots, go on tour. So everything's kind of put on pause right now. But I have like 2 albums worth of, full music, and just
Oh, wow.
waiting for all this to kind of blow over to figure out what to do with it. But the music is there. It's ready.
You could do a whole album on your quarantunes. So,
I don't know about that.
like a full album on quarantine. I mean, it'd be a short album, but you could.
Hey, I'm already like on song number 7, so that's almost a full length album right there.
What was it like the Pops Malone one? That was
Yeah.
creative. How'd you come up with that?
I don't know whose idea that was. We kind of always just bounce ideas back and forth, but my dad he actually does listen to a lot of like that kind of music and hip hop and stuff like that just because we do, so I don't know. Figured he would look funny with all of his face tattoos.
That's cute. I like that. So when we originally posted that like I was gonna do an interview with you, and if they had any questions, they could DM or like comment. One thing that like kept coming up in our DMs was how nice you are with your relationship and how sweet and open you are. And like I got a lot of messages about like you commenting on your girlfriend's Instagram, going live with a bunch of fans too. Like, how did you become so like open and affectionate with others? It just seems so sweet. How did you become that way?
Oh, thank you. That's a nice question. I guess just the way I was raised, probably. My mom and my dad are like that, and they're both just very lovey people. So I think that's just naturally how I am too. Um, yeah, I mean, it's always been very important for me to like stay connected with the fans, just because I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. Like I started this when I was like 19, 20 years old in 2011, and I still have some of those same fans who have been with me since then. So I owe my life to them. So of course I want to comment back to them and DM them whenever I can, because they're the reason that I am in this position.
Like a lot of people are like taking a break right now, but you're doing not that really. You're spending this time just like connecting with as many people as you can, and it just, you know what? It looks good from over here. I like it. I like to see
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there's ever really a time to take a break from connecting to the people that you love the most. So no quarantine should stop you from doing that.
And like you tweeted at Alessia Cara the other day about a song you wrote called "I Hope I Die First." Did she ever
Yeah.
get back to you? Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, no, we're actually talking. So
Okay, cool.
we'll see how it goes. But it's a song that I wrote like the first few days of quarantine, actually, and I wrote it with my friends, and it's basically just about I don't want to live without you. So if one of us has to die first, I hope I die first. It sounds kind of like a morbid song, but it's actually a very beautiful song, a ballad. And so I reached out to her. We're emailing back and forth, and we'll see how it turns out.
Why Alessia Cara? Like out of all the people, why Alessia Cara?
I just love her voice. Her voice is awesome. It's like butter. And I just feel like this kind of song, this kind of ballad, like I don't know, it lends itself really nicely to her voice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Also, she's I think, very open in her music too, kind of like you.
Yeah.
That's a good collab. That's a really good collab there. Bunbury. We don't really know much detail on it right now.
I know.
It's up in the air for Cincinnati, which is driving a lot of people crazy. But if Bunbury doesn't happen, so it's hypothetical it, right?
Yeah.
Like if it hypothetically doesn't happen, are you still going to come to Cincinnati?
I'll make sure next time we get on tour, we come to
Okay.
Cincinnati for sure. I was looking forward to that festival, so hopefully, I haven't really heard too much about what's going on with it, but yeah, I was looking forward to it. So I hope it still happens.
Yeah, it's up in the air, but I don't think anyone should really get their hopes up for it. But
Yeah,
you go
I
tour,
figured.
like, all the time. I feel like when I first started radio is when you started like going on tour. So I feel
Well, like
like I see your
2013,
level of like
2012.
yeah. Well, that's when I graduated high school, but
Okay.
similar times kind of because then I started doing it in college. But one of my first interviews that I got to watch was with you, so that was really exciting.
Oh, very cool. That's
So,
awesome.
no, it was really cool. So you are planning a tour post quarantine then?
There's not really much you can plan right now. I mean, because nobody knows when this is all going to be done with. So it's like, um, honestly, everything is kind of up in the air. You know, the only thing I can do really in the meantime is keep making music, because you can't plan a tour and call all these venues and promoters if you don't know exactly when this will be done. You know.
I was talking to someone the other day about so another one of our social distance sessions here, and she said she couldn't make music because she was home, but you found a way to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I have my studio equipment here. I brought it home with me and write on all my own stuff, so I could make music from anywhere pretty much.
Do you do it from your closet?
No.
Yeah, that's what I do my radio show. I have to do it in my closet because it's the best sound.
Really? No, I hear you on that, but my closet's, you can't even go inside it. It's just like one of those like ones that slide open.
There's no closet shame. Yeah, mine slides open too, very small. Charlie Puth wrote one of his biggest songs in his closet. It's okay.
Hey, I'm all for it. I've written a lot of songs in hotel rooms. I write a lot in the shower. I don't record in the shower, but I do most of my writing in the shower.
You how do you write in the shower?
Like just like mentally.
Oh, I forget everything right after I think it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't work. So you can't plan a tour right now, but you have a ton of new music that you're gonna drop.
Yeah.
Post quarantine, or are we like 2021?
No, I think the first single is gonna come out in May, honestly, during the quarantine.
Oh well, really?
I think so. I mean, it's either that or we wait until all this is over, which could be months from now, and then at that point, everybody's going to be dropping music. So I don't want to kind of be lost in all that. So I would like to put it out in like May. We're going back and forth with the label right now and considering it, but you know, we'll see.
Do you want me to push on your behalf? Because I feel like
Please.
your quarantines are doing so well. If you dropped a song right now, it would just keep doing well.
The only thing is we want to shoot a music video. That's like the hardest thing, and a photo shoot and all the visuals, and no companies are working. So who knows?
You could do it yourself. Why can't you just do it yourself? I mean, think about it. You're doing your quarantine stuff yourself.
These songs deserve a little bit more of a production than what we've been doing.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure back when you first started, you did stuff yourself like that.
That's true. That's true.
Did you?
Not as you know, bad looking as these quarantine videos. Those are just iPhone videos, but I don't know. I mean, these songs I've been making for the past 6 months, they're like, in my opinion and my manager's opinion, everybody, like we really think these songs are like next level. So we were really looking forward to doing like a next level music video shoot and cool photo shoot, and I still want to do that. So we'll see.
But you write all your music yourself, right? Like,
Yeah, I have other people help me sometimes, but yeah, most of it's by myself.
but it's mostly based on you.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I'm not pushing by any means, but you could do it yourself. Because when I went to, like, I have a journalism degree, but I did a lot of film classes. And a lot of, like, film people will use iPhones when they're, like, in sticky situations, basically. So at one point, I had to produce a whole documentary on my iPhone. It's very doable.
Mm-hmm.
The quality looks good.
You're right.
And you could do it.
Who knows? I might do a whole music video for my big single right here in the backyard on my phone.
You have a nice backyard?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, okay. This is my yard is just an apartment building, so
Hey,
very
it looks nice.
great view. So, quarantine is like really hard for a lot of your fans. You know, they're stuck inside. Not everyone has a beautiful backyard like you right now. But is there like any recommendation or suggestion you have for people who are getting cabin fever?
Um, I know it's cliche, everybody says it, but just pick up something new, something that you've always wanted to do. Whether it's, if you have a piano in the house that you haven't played in a while, whether it's looking up some exercises on YouTube and just getting on the floor and working out. Just do something a little bit every day to, just get better at something, because this is a time where everybody's kind of using this downtime to just try new things, just get smarter, try this, try that, open their
Mm-hmm.
mind to new activities and new hobbies. And um, not that TikTok is a hobby, but I never TikTok until 2 weeks ago, until my sister was like, "We got nothing to do, let's do it." And so now, it's just something to pass the time, something to make us, not go crazy. And so if you can do something like that, that kind of, sparks creativity um, and more importantly, creates entertainment for other people, then I figured why not. So yeah.
I know, I feel bad. All of us millennials are like taking over TikTok now, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but we're quarantined and there's nothing else to do.
That's why it's kind of like a fun time, because nobody feels like embarrassed to do these things, because everybody's just bored out of their mind. So it's like there's no judgment, kind of, and that's kind of like the one cool thing that comes out of this time. It's like everybody's on Instagram Live. Everyone's just. I feel like nobody feels judged right now. I think that that's like a really cool thing. I don't know.
That's like what I love about it. No one's judging anyone right now, and that's always been you. Every time I've met you, you've always been so nice and so sweet, and I love it. But before we end, we did ask a bunch of your fans like questions that they had for you,
Okay.
and some of them, most of them, were just to tell you that they love you. So many of them.
Huh. Love them too.
Just know you got a lot of love from them. One person did ask if, again, hypothetically, if Bunbury were to happen, would there be new music on the set list as well as old music?
Yeah.
Because that would be after May. So
Yeah. I mean, regardless of if the song had even come out yet, we would still play a new song for sure.
nice. If you weren't a singer, what would you be doing? That's from Emily.
I never really figured out anything in my life that I was extremely passionate about. There were some things that I knew I was good at, like building and drawing. So I
Mm-hmm.
figured maybe architecture could have been in my future before I found music, but I didn't love it the way that I love music.
Okay, okay. This one I don't really know who this is. Miles Parrish collab.
Miles, from Kalen and Miles, I think, from San Francisco. I think that's Miles Parrish. Maybe I haven't seen him in a long time. He's a great friend. Well, he was a great friend. I really haven't talked to him in years, but great kid. Maybe, who knows?
That that was multiple questions from people though. What city would you like to travel to on tour that you haven't been to? Have you not been to a city by now?
In America, we've been to pretty much every state and every major city. Outside of the United States, I would love to go to. I would love to perform anywhere in Asia. I've been to Asia, but I haven't performed in Asia.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Wait, you've never performed in Asia?
No.
Huh. What's your favorite place you have performed? And you don't just have to say Cincinnati because you're.
Cincinnati for sure.
I mean, you
Switzerland.
did just have to say Cincinnati, but
Yeah.
that's solid.
My
Well, I
favorite place ever was Switzerland.
Switzerland?
Yeah.
Nice. Wait, where did you perform in Switzerland?
Um,
I wouldn't
forgot.
remember that. It's fine.
I forgot what the city was called, but it was beautiful. It wasn't like the show that was the best show. It was just like the actual city, and like the scenery was just like the most beautiful thing ever. Zurich.
Um,
Zurich.
what?
Zurich.
Zurich? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, yeah. That was an easy guess too, since Zurich's like the biggest city in Switzerland.
Yeah, I was having a brain freeze. I
That's
haven't
all
left
right.
this city in like 6 months, so no, I'm just kidding.
Florida?
Yeah, no, I
Wait,
have.
are you from Florida?
I'm from Florida. Yeah, I'm just bouncing back and forth right now between LA and Florida,
You're in
but I
Ohio
haven't
so
been doing
often.
a
I
lot of
just
travel.
almost figured you were from Ohio because you come here all the time. Every time you're on tour,
I
you
do.
make a stop in Ohio.
Yeah, I love Ohio. And
Somewhere.
I feel like Ohio fans always give me like Ohio State shirts and stuff to wear on stage too, so that's cool.
Do you like Ohio State?
I mean, my sister went to Michigan, so
So you don't like your sister?
yeah, pretty much. Don't tell her.
Okay, well, I really appreciate you coming on here. If Bunbury happens, I cannot wait to see you again at Bunbury. But if it doesn't happen,
Fingers
I can't wait to
crossed.
see you when you come on tour again.
Totally. See you
Is there
soon.
anything else you want to say?
No, thanks for having me. Stay healthy.